For the first impression, you might think that Forager is a simple children's 2D game with a pretty art style. But little did you know, this game requires an incredible amount of patience. You basically play by gathering resources to craft your very own world. You will feel that there are never enough resources. There is no game story in Forager. You start off in a small space with just enough resources for you to build and survive the monsters that creep in at night. You will be able to unlock new skills every time you level up. Sure, leveling up will make your life easier gameplay-wise, but it is not easy to do so with resource scarcity. Forager's gameplay is an open world where you don't have specific instructions to follow. The game, however, will restrict your playable space until you fulfill certain conditions. The only playable mode is the single-player classic mode. Together with simple controls, the game also provides tutorials at the beginning. There are only a few key buttons, and you will mainly be using a mouse to play. You can pull up the game menu by pressing the escape button. The player must traverse around to find the resources needed, which will randomly pop up on the map. Sometimes items will spawn on top of each other, making them hard to see, and might be troublesome for travelling through. All activities are limited by the stamina bar. It depletes as you dig, chop trees, or perform attacks. You can regenerate your stamina by consuming food like fruit, fish, or meat. The item crafting system is the core of the Forager. You can't do much with the ingredients that you gathered until they're processed. Hence, you must build a furnace, anvil, and other tools necessary in making your items. You will be burning clay to make bricks or melting iron ores to produce iron for crafting. The character, items, and environment were all created in colourful 2D .pixel 8-bit. The game leans towards a bright-toned palette. Although it is easy to tell items apart thanks to their simple design, the map can look pretty packed once these items are piled up. The camera angle is fixed to view from overhead. The animation and movements play out smoothly, with not so many graphic options, besides turning on and off the UI. The Forager's BGM is produced by an Argentinian producer, Hernan Marandino. The music constantly changes in accordance with the moments. There are sound effects pretty much for everything, from hitting items, atmospheric wildlife sounds, items spawning and crafting. After playing for a while, you will hear a bunch of sound effects overlapping, which could be irritating for some players. Forager doesn't feel too different when compared to other items farming games on the market like Minecraft or Don't Starve. This game, however, is more casual as there are not as many threats and you only need to worry about food to survive. Although entering the dungeon could slightly change the tone of the game as it adds on an adventure element to it. And this is PlayPrime stats that show you this game's characteristics. Forager focuses on gameplay freedom, playtime, and performance. You have to fight your enemies, collect and craft items, and manage your resources to unlock both the map and the story. There are so many things you could do in this game, and that can easily make you lose track of time. And for this game, the reviewer recommends you to get, dig, dig and dig until your mouse is busted. Subscribe to PlayPrime for more reviews and follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.